it's Ewan from GameEngineStart.com, back showing off something else that I've been fucking about with for a while. I'm joined as always by Callum. Say hi, Callum.
Hi.
Hi. So I'm going to say a bunch of game names to you, and I want you to tell me what you think of these games.
Okay.
Let's start with XCOM.
Really like XCOM, really cool game.
Let's talk about FTL.
Oh, FTL was fantastic. One of the best Kickstarter games. It's amazing.
What about Stellaris?
Oh, I love Stellaris. Stellaris is great. Made so many crazy fucking aliens. It's great.
What about if I told you that this game has all of those things in one?
Sold. Sold.
Sold. Okay.
Can I buy it now? Like, is it?
Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time. No. So this is Halcyon 6. This is a game that
Halcyon 6.
Halcyon. I don't know. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with Halcyon. This is a game that Twitter kind of exploded about last week, and I was looking for an excuse to pick something new up to mess around with, and this kind of fit the bill. So I'm like about an hour and a half into this, and it is kind of like, it feels a lot like kind of 3 games in one. So this is one of the main...
I like this screen. This screen speaks to me.
Yeah, this is a very Stellaris looking screen.
Yeah, there's a lot of menus and
circles,
resources and stuff,
yeah.
and yeah, I like this.
So this is the Halcyon Starbase. This is my home, and if I go into the base, you can see...
Oh boy! Look at that menu! That's just straight XCOM!
This is just straight out of XCOM, to the point where I have to excavate these rooms and do stuff like and build in order to get space to build stuff in. With the added, there's so much in this that I don't entirely know where to start. So the kind of story around this is kind of similar to something like Homeworld, where you get called to come back to Earth. Earth kind of wasn't there, and you had to escape back to this space station, and you're basically the last of the Federation left, and you've kind of made your home in this alien base called Halcyon 6, and you just kind of have to survive and kind of keep yourself going. And the story's kind of evolving as I've been playing this, and I'm still getting to grips with all the parts of it. So you've got an overall map like this. You can see all the little blue circles are things like refineries. So there's the resources up the top right here. Crew, materials, dark matter, which is kind of your energy plus gold, kind of, and fuel, just for getting about places. And as you can see, like the blue things are like, this is a nebula where I can get more, which can be refined into fuel. There's pulsars, which can be turned into dark matter. There's stuff like these, which will give you materials if you stick mines and stuff on there. So this is kind of the universe as I know it. You can see there's other fleets flying about. These are the Trul, who appear to be the kind of
like good guys, bad guys.
They're definitely the overarching bad guys out of the whole thing. They appear to be the guys that destroyed the Federation originally back at Earth. Over here I've got... So I don't know how much of this is procedural. This is what my map looks like. Maybe I assume this is different for everyone else, but there's enough story stuff going on with the pirates that I assume they're always there, just maybe not exactly here. There's a couple of other pirate fleets that you can see that we've got going on. Anything with an exclamation mark in it is a quest, an active quest that's running. So these are my current missions that are running.
Oh wow.
So some of them are like, so for instance this one only has a day left because I've kind of left it over here. So you can see there's a fleet that's looking over this dark matter extractor, and obviously we need to go help them or we're going to lose that facility. But it's far enough away where I'm never going to get to there now because it's less than a day left.
Oh, is that like not a short distance?
No,
it looks like a short distance on the screen.
It does, but that's like 10 days of travel.
Oh, okay.
And sped up. So I'm on day 87 already, and that's only like half hour or 45 minutes of play. So yeah. So there's a couple of story stuff that's going on. So this is one of them where the Trul portal, which is this thing here, needs to be destroyed because as you can see, there's a lot of Trul just spilling out of this thing.
There's 2 of them, in fact.
Yeah. So we need to start shutting those down. I don't know how you shut that down yet. I assume you take out the fleet, but I haven't attempted that yet.
Probably. So, I was saying send a fleet somewhere, so is that just you saying move?
Kind of, yeah. So we'll try that before we finish the video, and just to see what that looks like, and you can watch me get completely destroyed. The Pirate Dark Matter one, I've been fucking about with these pirates down here who have not... There were 3 factions of them, and I've taken out one of them, which was here. These other 2 factions, let's go do some pirate stuff before I try and do anything else. The rest of them appear to just be... This is also a story one, which I got from defeating these pirates. The rest of them appear to be kind of randomly generated. But let's do some pirate stuff. So one of the pirate missions is so when I defeated this pirate, he said, but if you let me escape without destroying my ship completely, then I'll tell you where I've hid all this dark matter. And he says that apparently you land on Calum, I'm guessing, which is this pulsar, and apparently there's a bunch of
dark matter.
Down there. So we'll go down here.
Sure, let's go get the dark matter.
Go get the dark matter.
It seems like a no-brainer.
So
totally not a trap.
No, totally not. So we'll select the pulsar and we'll go send a fleet. And here's my fleets that I have right now. So I've got one of them is just like a shuttle, which I'm just using to collect resources from the refineries that are all about there.
Right.
And then this is my current main fleet. There's kind of 3 classes of them. There's engineering, science, and tactical. So tactical's your aggression, science is your guys that do buffing, and your engineers are like status effects and stuff like that.
Right.
But that's roughly what they are, but as you customize them, they can kind of go anywhere.
I was going to say, if this is like XCOM, I'm sure they're like infinitely customizable.
Yeah, so we're flying down there. Oh, something happened. Commander of the colony at Horsehead has been destroyed by the troll. Oh, so that was the mission that failed. So this was this thing over here. So the skull means we've lost that facility, but we can probably send a fleet out to go recapture it at some point in the future.
Sure.
So we'll just speed up and go back down here, see what's going on. Okay.
All right. So the base itself doesn't move. You send ships out from
the base. Right. Yeah. So we're getting some bio readings down from below. Pirates sometimes use monstrous space creatures as guards. It could be dangerous. So we've arrived at the pirate stuff. So beam down to the surface. So, this is one of the types of combat that are in this game.
Oh, they were your crew abilities, not the abilities of the ship.
No, they were the abilities of the ship. My crew have their own set of abilities.
Sure, okay. Why wouldn't they? Sure.
Yeah. So these are the 3 officers. So the officers are your kind of the head of a particular ship. And since I had 3 ships with 3 officers, I can beam down all 3 officers. If you don't have officers, you can just use cadets, which are just kind of terrible red shirts, basically.
Yeah.
So let's deploy these guys and get into a fight. So what we got here? We've got... So you can see it's kind of active time battle.
Monster.
Yeah, kind of. It's a juvenile Borgoth smasher, which is... whatever that is.
Oh god, it's got an ATB system.
Yeah, so down here you can see the order that things are going to happen, and as you inflict stats effects, that changes. So yes, so I have so who's going? So my science guy's going first. So she's probably not a good one to start with. But let's do what we got. Mass paranoia, which is so all enemies.
Probably AoE attack. That's probably better.
So it does a specific amount of psionic damage, which again some creatures are weak to. Base hit of 115%, so it'll do a little bit more damage than normal, and it inflicts confused, with a 70% chance to inflict confused. So let's do that on these guys.
You talk at me like I've never played an RPG before you.
I'm saying this because this is where it kind of gets interesting. So these are both confused.
What the fuck? Oh.
So these are stats effects, so it shows you what's happening with each creature as they're going. So this one's intensified, so it means it's got 20% more damage.
Okay. Sure.
So for these ones, you can see this is the kind of rock paper scissors of the combat, both on the ships and on ground. So you can see this one obviously inflicts blinded, but this skill exploits exposed. So if somebody else has a thing that inflicts
exposes them,
this can you then use this after that. Sure. It does more damage. So it's this kind of like the order of stuff becomes kind of important. So let's do.
Yeah, you then start having to worry about what buffs on or what debuffs on what enemies.
It codifies that better than a lot of stuff that I've seen, where it's like, no, it's this specific skill is what you need.
Yeah. Sure.
And then stuff like this, which is kamikaze, which is a shit ton of damage, but also self-inflicts reckless.
Does it explain what reckless is?
Yes. So if I just do that, it'll show you. So I'm now reckless, which means I have improved damage but reduced aim and damage.
Less aim and more damage. Okay, sure.
And then this one, let's see, we've got.
Probably want to inflict exposed, right? So that combo.
Kind of. So inflicts exposed, and we'll try and take this guy down. Yeah, okay. That was bad because he's only got 6 health left. But
yeah, I was going to say you want it on the guy with more life.
Yeah, so let's kind of do this guy, because this guy's still confused, so he can't really evade, so he's now afflicted.
That was nothing.
Yeah, they're not that particularly great. Let's blind this guy as well.
I was going to say, how long do debuffs last?
So it depends on the debuff, but you can see this is ticking down, so it looks like this is lasting for about 3 turns.
Sure.
And then inflicts exposed, exploits blinded. So there you go. By inflict exploited.
So does that just mean that it does more damage?
It just does more damage, basically.
Right. It's not more likely to hit or does special things.
No, it appears as far as I can tell, it appears to just be damage. We evaded. Fuck. Okay, he's still... Yes, he is still exposed, so let's make sure. I just have to pull out this big fucking gun.
That's a big rifle.
Yep. Victory!
Cool.
So that's that. We've recovered a Starship Dark Matter, we should return to Starbase. So anytime I can...
Oh, there was actually dark matter there. Cool.
Yeah, so they weren't lying, which is good. So return home, you can do that.
Promoted.
So while they're returning home... Oh yes, so... And you can get promoted. So again, each of
Oh,
the
there's
officers...
level up trees.
Yeah, each of them have got their own power trees. And so I've got 1 skill point, so I can dump it into... I'm not really using stealth. That's pretty good. The kamikaze one is good, but... So the ones at the bottom here, so some of these are... It's kind of bad about telling you which are on foot and which are ship powers. Because like this one is a ship power, which I only know that because it says it inflicts engines down. But it doesn't actually say like, oh, this is a ship power. But this one is a ground power. So not great at that, but I've been using that quite a lot. Oh, it does. Sorry, it does. So if you right-click on them, you get more information. It says, "Oh, ground combat," and it gives you like cooldown and recovery and all this kind of stuff. So it's got all that. So while he is on his way back, so you can see the exclamation marks here. It says this refinery is full, so I need to go pick up stuff from that. So I'm going to send the fleet. I'm going to send my shuttle fleet.
So they can just go pick stuff up.
Yeah, and they just go pick stuff up. So and he's just in like a really shitty shuttle. So he just needs to go pick that up. These guys are... This looks kind of scary. Like, this is a lot of health points for these guys, so I'm not entirely...
Yeah, that looks quite high.
Yeah, oh, nope, I didn't mean that. Oh, so there, I've completed that mission, so I get a bunch of...
250 dark
stuff,
matter.
and that's fine. It's okay, so actually I do want you to go there. I made a mistake. Shuttle. Redirect. Cool. So while that's going on... So I'll just show you a really cool like touch in this game where I'm going to be quiet so you can hear the music, but you can hear as it changes when I go into the Starbase, okay?
Ooh,
like it adds like a bass line onto it when you go into the...
That's pretty cool.
There was a weird bug I saw yesterday where the bass line was like a couple of beats off, so it just sounded cacophonous. It was terrible. But yeah, most of the time I really like that stuff. So again, in here, these are just different rooms with various different functions. So some of them are just purely like research stations, basically. So this is just stuff for repairs. This is the tech tree, which lets you research a bunch of other stuff.
I like these guys in the bubbles. These guys are awesome.
These guys are just they just do their own thing.
They're just chilling and researching stuff in their massive info bubbles.
Exactly. So there's stuff here like, oh, here's a different type of ship that you can research. Cadet barracks. I think that's one of my objectives, if I'm correct. Missions. Oh, sorry. No, it's not. Oh, that was from previous. That's fine. But I do actually want to go in, and I want to.
This seems like the kind of game that you would fail and restart a lot.
Totally. Yeah. I already feel like I'm doing it wrong, but fuck it. So I did want to research this, so you get better cadets. And then we'll go build a cadet barracks, which is what I need. And again, there's power, very much like XCOM.
X-Men.
So again, you have to build power stations, and you can build upgrades in power stations and all this kind of stuff. Just like the little animations, like this room doesn't do anything except power, but like
there's little dudes doing their thing.
The Officer Academy again is where you can recruit more officers from your crew. So it costs 100 crew to get a new officer, and stuff like this, which is like officers 20% more XP in combat and all this kind of stuff.
That seems good.
Yeah. So again,
XP buffs are always good.
Totally. Then in here you can build more ships. Oh sorry, no, this is the hangar. Sorry. So this is buffs for your ships.
Keep all your ships.
Research more stuff for your ships. So for instance, the Rogue, so it improves the ship's aim and hull and all that kind of stuff, but you require officer levels. And then this is where I actually build ships. These are the ships I have right now that I can build. So these are the powers that come with them. And then obviously your officer adds more onto these. These are quite expensive. Sure. 400 dark matter is quite a lot at this point. But yeah,
so you basically don't want one of your ships to blow up.
Kind of right now. But again, this is very, very early. And then this is just here's your kind of overall where all your fleets are right now. So like the shuttles awaiting orders. These guys are moving, all this kind of stuff.
I'm sold on this game. This game looks pretty fucking
cool. It's pretty awesome, I've got to say. It does seem a little... It has a few rough edges which I'm not particularly happy about. I kind of want somebody to talk to me because this stuff is great. The stuff on the bridge is awesome. It's got a really cool sense of humor as well, which I kind of
Oh,
like.
so you want like a narrator or like voice acting?
No, there's no voice acting, but the writing is really, really good. So like,
oh, okay. So
when other aliens appear, to kind of go to do. Well, actually, we'll go do the pirate mission because there'll be a bunch of stuff in there. So this looks doable. So let's send the balanced fleet. Launch. Okay. Fuel. Oh, he got to the fuel refinery. So that was my shuttle. This has got there. So yeah, transfer the fuel. And at any point, if you think the crew are in danger, you can just evacuate the facility, which means you get those guys back as crew, as a resource, and you can put them elsewhere.
Sure.
But for now, just
okay, that's perfect.
Yeah. So just stay where you are right now. I kind of want to send them up here to pick up this more of this fuel, but you're real close to this thing, which I'm kind of not. Which I don't like the look of. They haven't moved. Anyway, yeah, fuck it, let's go. Send a fleet. My shuttle. Go. Flying over there. Oh. Oh no!
So you sent your shuttle, not your...
No, but this is the combat. I thought I was sending it to the station, when in fact...
Oh right, you sent it to the wrong place.
Sent it to the wrong place. So they get a free...
That's fucking dead.
Yeah, completely. Oh well. It's fine, I'm not using the save. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's alright. Yeah, so, okay, I lost an officer. It is a sad day indeed. Continue. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
So what... Fuel refine... I thought I sent it to that.
I love... That's one of my favourite things, is when the game tries to put, like, big moral choices on you and the response is just, okay.
Yeah,
that's
like,
it.
Keep going. Oh, okay, so this is Centaurus, where my station is, I think. Yes, so this is where the station was. But he's sitting...
the station there?
Yeah, because it's the fuel refinery.
Oh, he's sitting over the planet? Okay.
So yeah, I sent him there. That was a bad idea. What I just did there was a real bad idea. So, but anyway, let's go over here. So, there are basically 3 pirate factions that I can tell that are all down here, and I've been ordered to take them all out. But each one of them has their own little thing, so they're hailing. So, remunerative proposal for you. Please affirm if you'd like to hear specifics. Taking our course, and I will instead apply pressure outside the bounds of speech. So yeah, you get like dialogue choices. I like, is that some sort of strangely worded threat?
Yeah.
I take little care with wording. If that is not to your taste, I apologise faintly.
No, that are these guys robots?
They appear to be at least cybernetic.
Yeah, because the I and the my is in like quotes, as if he's like, I don't identify myself as a thing.
Kind of, yeah.
He's like, I'm not a person, but I'm doing this to make you more. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, so
it's like subtle writing.
Yeah, so I've studied the Halcyon sector pirates extensively in my time with them. They value strength and would follow Savak. And Savak has no interest in Starbases or the Federation, and as such will not interfere with you. And all we have to do is eliminate Viola, the commander of the Wraithers. In exchange, Savak will provide the location of Amrax's asteroid field. Savak will handle the forces of Kut. Additionally, material and dark matter will be provided. So basically what he's saying is, if I take out the other guy except him, then he'll help.
Sure.
Okay, sure.
Let's work with robot pirates?
Let's do that. Eliminate Vila. Okay. And I technically achieved the objective, right? Because I destroyed their fleet. But I didn't actually kill anyone.
I mean, yeah, technically they're not going to harm you or anything.
So they're still
anymore,
there,
yes.
but they're going to harm me. So I'm assuming this is Vila. Yes. So let's actually go do this guy. Balance. So you can see every time I send the fleet out, it's got a specific fuel cost depending on how far away it is. So you can't just send them everywhere. Like, you are kind of hampered by... So let's see what he says. This guy's cool. Cyborg Scum Savak sent you, didn't he? Operation move signing with the Nefarious Collective.
They're animating like they're in Earthworm Jim or something. Kind of, they've just got like weird, like big movements.
Yeah. Get to add a few Federation corpses to that. So he doesn't even want to negotiate.
Oh,
he's just like, well, fuck you.
I talked to the cyborg, now you die.
Yeah. Okay. So this looks possible, but we'll see. So again, different sets of stuff up here. Again, there's a heal, which is this like cauterized hull, which I appreciate. Them just being like, yeah, just fucking seal the hole with lasers. Okay, so I usually start with this, which will disable, sensors offline, and then this guy can exploit sensors offline to a single enemy, so he can take him out, do a bunch of damage on there, and then he does this thing which gives you hull breach and vulnerable, so it's just a big fuck off harpoon, which is pretty cool.
That's kind of what I would do.
So he's disabled, so he cannot ship his disabled, so he's just totally out of the thing now. Okay, so that's annoying. So what have I got here? He is breached and
so
senses offline.
offline, so you can.
We could do that again.
Harass more.
Yeah, I think so. So again, with if you exploit something, the stats effect immediately goes away.
Yeah,
so
it goes away.
Yeah, you need to be kind of careful about exactly what it is you're doing. He's got something that exploits, or that inflicts. So I just need a big chunk of damage on him. So flak crash, that'll do. Yeah, they're not doing too much damage. This should be okay.
Yeah, it seems fine.
Let's see. Okay, you fire will on him. That should do a bunch of. I really like the effects as well. Like it's good.
Yeah, like it's like big enough to just be kind of crazy. And
totally.
Seems interesting.
Broadside salvo. So this one makes me vulnerable. 5% chance of making me vulnerable, but it does do hull breach. So let's do it.
Oh yeah, because you're going broadside
totally.
on it.
So this is that. Exploits hull breach. That's what I was looking for. That's a lot or chunk of damage. So you can retreat at any point, but it means the enemy get a full round before you actually get a chance to retreat.
Yeah, I noticed that when you fucked up.
Oh, when I fucked that up. Yeah, totally. Let's do... Okay, some of this stuff has cooldowns, so I need to make sure I'm doing it. Teleport explosives. So this is like fucking beam bombs onto their...
Yeah, it's just... We've got all this C4.
Yeah. Oh, he fucking invaded. Shit. Okay. Let's do... So I can siphon dark matter, which... It's pretty cool, just fucking steal energy from them. Which panics their crew slightly. And then just give them another flak barrage. And then, what else we got? So what's he? His engines are down. Oh, fuck it, let's go. There we go. Dimensional flashback, just the names of some of these powers are just great.
Pretty great.
Finish this guy off. So obviously you can see there's like story elements to this where like these two pirates have been trying to fuck each other over for a while, and you just kind of help some of them or maybe just blow some of them up.
Yeah.
You have this one's thanks for dispatching Vila. Dispatch the rewards we agreed upon, and on your star mark is marked with the Admirax's location. But using in your grasp, best not to let it slip. Cool. So more of these, which means I should now have a new mission somewhere.
Defeat the Admirax.
Space pirate base and defeat Zeb Zealots. So it's the, so he must be, so where's he? Go to, oh, he's there.
It's right there.
So there's the base. Cool, so that would be the next thing. But unfortunately you can't see what his fleet looks like, because it's a secret base, obviously. So, yeah, we don't know what it looks like, so might need to go prepare for that one, I think.
Wardens, they look pretty tough.
Yeah, Wardens, but, oh, so there he is, Amrak Zeb. So he is there, so that is his fleet, sorry, because they're above the thing.
That seems powerful.
That's a bit more powerful than I have right now. So, if I send my fleet to this pulsar, can I... If I view this, can I... So the one thing I haven't worked out is how to like add new refineries and stuff to stuff that's already there. Like these ones already existed, I just had to go and say, hi, I'm still alive.
Does it have to be like in your zone of influence or something like that?
You might be right. You might be right. That might be what it is.
Because that's how it worked in Stellaris.
Right.
And other games of this type.
Sure.
You all have just zones of
makes a lot
influence.
of
It's
sense.
been like the old Civ thing.
Okay, so what we got here? Convince cadets to join the ranks of the crew instead of the extremely dangerous operation of being a cadet. Sure. Okay. So again, you can just do this for a bunch of time, which will give you more and more crew. So this appears to be free. But you do need an officer to oversee
you
that.
Send one of your officers to do
which
it.
I don't have. I should probably get another officer to replace the one that I got that sadly was lost in action when I made a tactical error. Officer Academy. Scour for officer. Oh, replace officer. Oh, cool. Okay, so once you've bought the officer slot, you can just replace them for 25. That's pretty good. That's handy.
Cool.
Yeah, that's...
I think I kind of got the idea.
Yeah, I think that's kind of it. Let's go try and take out that portal, because I have no idea what that's going to do. So we'll
You're gonna have to fight the goddamn crazy thing that's near it, aren't you?
Probably.
What's the fleet like on it?
5. That looks kind of scary. They all look kind of scary. He looks alright, but he's just over that colony. Fuck it, let's give it a shot. I'm not really using the save anyway, so let's give it a shot. Send fleet. So again, this is the point where you can repair all your guys. So this is one of the things I was saying about rough edges, is it doesn't automatically repair stuff when you get home. You need to go launch and it'll say, by the way, all your stuff's not repaired. And you're like, yeah, okay, do it there. And especially for stuff
well, I guess that has a cost, so you need to like...
Sure, but like...
It's like a management thing, I guess.
So it's really bad for... let's see. Okay, so I've got a new officer, so I can choose which class they are. So he was a tactical, so I'll take this guy. So he's got like sabotage, phaser blast. Yeah, sure, that'll do. You can rename them all, like XCOM and all that kind of stuff. He's on his way. But stuff like the, especially the crew who have their own health, your officers that have their own health. They don't heal. Like when they leave combat, they don't automatically heal. You need to manually heal them at the start of the next battle. It seems kind of weird because I was hunting for ages to try and figure out how to actually heal them. It turns out you just have to wait till the next battle, and that's it. So,
right.
Yeah. Okay, let's give this a shot. Let's see if this is actually going to work. Virus. The designs of these things are fucked up as well. Like they just look.
It's the eyes.
Bad. Yeah. Okay. So we want to take out the smallest one first, so that they don't have their attacks. Okay, that's a decent chunk of damage. Okay, let's give you your harpoon. Oh shit. Okay, man. Okay, so he's hull breached. So take that. Let's see. Engine's down on him. And then
that's not awful, I guess.
Down. Big chunk of damage.
You're
Weapons disrupted. Okay, so let's do cauterize your heal. It's not a lot repair, but sure. Let's see what we do here. That's still not gonna do it. Okay, and this one does damage over time as well, so I'll just drop that on him. Alright. Okay. Yeah, like it's got a lot of different types of game in it, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Like there's it doesn't do them all as well as obviously the individual games do, but
sure, yeah, but there's enough of the good ideas there.
Totally,
where
like
it works.
there's enough in here which is just like which I really appreciate. Fuck. Okay. Go for it. Crew. What does that actually do? Oh, that reduces evasion. Right. And again, there's a lot of terms in here as well that you're just like, oh, what does sensors offline do? Oh yeah, okay. They're not necessarily.
It could be more obvious with it.
It could be a little bit more obvious, but like, still, it's. And again, it's still like critical hits and all of that kind of stuff are all in there. You can start, because you're my big hitter, so you can start doing damage to him. That was a critical hit, so that did a whole shit ton of damage, and then you can finally take him out. Okay, one down. And then, so what's he got? He's got hull breach, so exploits. Oh, you're not vulnerable. Fuck it, firewall. Ah, close. Okay. Okay. Oh, it got.
Doing well.
Okay. Right, he's now vulnerable.
No, it's now 1v3, so you probably have this.
Hull breached. Yeah. This is rapidly going downhill. One of them's got an exploit vulnerable. Do that. Flak barrage. Just fucking anything that does damage, just go.
Just hit them with it.
Just hit them with everything you have.
It's much like how fucking desperate space combat is in like TV and stuff, where
Totally.
they eventually just get to throw everything at them.
Just go. Just go.
Ram them.
Deconstruct. No, that's not. This is my damage. Go for it.
Unfortunately, you can't do the cool Pirates of the Caribbean thing where you load your cannons with like knives and forks and stuff and fire that at them.
Yeah, not quite.
Nothing else.
Not quite. Awesome. Does that just close that portal then?
Yep. It said at the start that they were the ones that were keeping it open.
Cool. There won't be any more churro coming from this sector. Sweet. So yeah, that's Halcyon 6. It's kind of
cool game.
I'm kind of. Wait, sorry. Can I just make sure I saw that right? Sure, that's fine. Notifications. Yes, Petty Officer LaGeorge.
LaGeorge.
Which is pretty funny. Yeah, it is currently on sale for $12.99. I think it's $15 normally. It's really cool. I'm gonna keep going with this and see how it goes. But yeah, super interested in this. But yes, thank you, Callum.
Thanks, Ewan.